Hello everyone, Scooter here. Welcome back to more Twilight Princess. Last time we opened up this area right here with our new spinny topper thing, and this time we're gonna go find a new friend. So, something to teach you about the spinny topper that I have yet to talk about is the fact that it lets you go over this quicksand stuff without any harm or foul. It just lets you go over it, but the top does slowly lose speed if you're not using a railing. Anyway. Speaking of these railings that we're using here, we're going to be using it to get up just to the right spot. This is not the right spot. I believe this is the right spot. Yep, it is. I never talked about it very well, or at least didn't do it very well, but if you hit X, or the button, whatever button you have the spinner set to, whatever button you set the spinner to is your attack button with it, or the button that lets you, or the button that lets you jump off of things. But with that all being done, let's head up. This is basically the last thing we had to do before we get access to the boss, and for what's going to happen here, you're going to understand why I voted to not push my luck and go do the boss of this place last episode. Especially with the fact that I record in 5-episode bursts most of the time. Now, like I said, an episode or two ago, the Arbiter's Grounds, if I remember correctly, is my favorite temple in this game. If it's not, it's my second favorite. And the boss helps emphasize this point, just because it's such a unique idea or a different take on the boss, or a unique take on a boss, really. Well, hi, aren't you lovely?
You still live? How astonishing! No wonder it looks like you're here, but this is truly a bittersweet reunion. Truly! For I fear this is the last time I will see you alive.
The game really is going auto-text on me. I pressed A throughout none of that, so that's why I got really thrown off. Your voice is a lot deeper than I thought it was going to be, considering how I've heard you speak in the past. Oh well. I have two modes of voice acting. Shrill or deep. Take your pick. But anyway, my shortcomings aside. This boss is dope for a multitude of reasons. And I made sure to start this episode by pointing out the fact that, you're fine. You will be fine in the sand while using the spinner, because that will play directly into this boss fight. Anyway, because this entire arena is sand. What I am clipping inside of the arena. What you need to do in this fight is you need to pop off, navigate some dudes, and use the spinner attack on his spine. His spine is a little weak. Also, I have no idea where I am. Follow me. But generally, you're gonna wanna watch directly in front of you because he does his spike traps. Generally, you're gonna want to pop off near the back of him. But as time goes along, he will put out more guards to keep his back safe. I'm gonna pop off here just so I can run back up. Okay, and get bodied by the spike trap. Now, the spike traps are just a little bit faster than you. So... nope, we're not gonna get it that time. Alright. Get me back up, because I need that reboost. Oh. I mean, if you're just gonna... Can I do things? I am so close to a hit. Okay, I'm just here. I can't get out and I can't get in. I mean, will this work? I actually can't leave, by the way. Oh, nope, there we go, I'm leaving. It just takes some effort. I've never seen somebody else have this issue with this guy, to the point where they can't, sure, why not? I've never seen somebody have this unique issue where they get caught underneath the guy, and I figured, a Stalord, I figured I'd have the unique advantage, or the unique Alright, hold on. I'm trying to go around him. And right up underneath him. I will get this hit. I can't believe I actually got the hit. I was joking about getting the hit. That's not how you're supposed to get that final hit. You're supposed to basically do like a large loop around, almost like a drift turn, if that makes sense, to hit him. I just got lucky. But hey, rules of threes in Zelda, right? That's all it took. And I guess he takes himself to the bottom. Oh, okay, we're here. He takes himself to the bottom of the sand pit, but okay. We're here. How do I? Bomb? Is it literally simple as bombing him? Nah. Cause see, this is right here in the middle, and this is, I mean, I hate to try to act so coy and be terrible at acting coy, but I said rules of three. I didn't say how many rules of three. I just said rules of three. So this part of the boss fight is probably why I love this boss fight. It's not so much the first part. The first part's a little annoying. This part is the fun part. Thanks for the gentle push. So hey, you remember those spike railings? We have to deal with those again. We have to deal with those spike things, but the whole thing here is we have to jump from railing to railing here, inside and outside, and also deal with him. Now I apologize if this gives anybody like sight sickness. If it helps at all. If it helps at all. Oh god. If it helps at all, just focus on Link mainly. Don't focus too much on where we're going. Focus on Link. Because that's what I'm doing. I got like my right eye focused on Link, my left eye focused on just left of Link. And it's not hurting me too much. Or it's not giving me an issue that much. And I would like to note that I've said this in the past with other games, but I get terrible sight sickness from like traditional space, open world, quote unquote open world, space flyers, if that makes any sense. Now, if there are like 3 or 4 fireballs, he's gonna get a little curious, and that's when you bop him. And now you can hit him. I'm trying to do one more. Okay, I failed that immensely, but let's go again. So I did mention the spikes things that we saw during the combat, and there they are. So not only do you have to time your attacks with this guy, you also have to avoid the spike traps that are falling around the outside. Big thing is, don't worry so much about catching up to him. Worry primarily about keeping out of the way of these spike traps. Sure, you'll probably lose some height while doing this, but sacrifices may need to be made. Well, I'm not doing this right at all, am I? Probably not. There's probably some Twilight Princess guru out there going, "Oh, you see, you're doing this completely wrong." I don't know if there is a right way, really, to this fight. All I know is I'm going to hit that thing again. I'm going to come up on these double spike railings right about now. Oh, they despawn. Well, now we're here. Just jump right before he shoots a fireball. The timing will make sense. The timing for this will make sense in due time. Don't worry about your height. Don't worry about your height so much when you're actually on the part of attacking him like this. And one more for good measure. Can I get another one in? Nope. Don't worry so much about, like, when you're actually up to the point where he starts confronting you with fireballs. Don't worry so much about how high you are on the pillar. Worry more about actually hitting him. Now, if you are paying attention to the outside, you will see that there are a lot of spike traps on the outside too. It's just a little bit of a game of chicken, really, at this point. Play chicken with the spike traps until you can see his lovely visage, and then play jump rope with his fireballs. Link plays jump rope with fireballs for fun. Hi. Okay, this should be the one. Let's see, put away. And there you go. I probably could have... I wonder what finishing blow looks like on this guy. I am half tempted to redo this boss fight just to see what finishing blow looks like on this guy, considering you're basically hitting the sword in his head, not so much him. Maybe you can't finishing attack it. Anyway, Link magically appears at the top, and speaking of the sword on top of his head, can I? Oh, I wanted it. I could have used it like a bastard sword. I'm not saying a bad word. That is a type of sword. Settle down, YouTube. I guess it would be more of a claymore than I'm thinking about, wouldn't it?
Alright, Link, let's go. We're close to the Mirror of Twilight.
Well, let me get my health up first. Dang, woman. I need to be healthy for what's coming up next. But yeah, we have defeated the Star-Lord, which was the boss of the Arbiter's Grounds. And now, that's how close I was to a game save, by the way. I also always feel bad when I get these game saves in, because you can see roughly what day I recorded. Kind of gives a disillusion of the time of between when I record something and when you guys see it. But I've already gone off on record by saying I record stuff in advance, so in the event I do get sick, in the event I do ever get sick, well, guys don't miss your daily upload. But on top of the Arbiter's Grounds is, it looks like that's supposed to be like the embodiment of Din. Also, they're giving us a portal here for very obvious reasons. Those of you that haven't seen the plot of this game, don't spoil it for others. For those of you that know the plot, yep, it's this one. Anyway. Oh wow, they gave us... Huh. Okay, that works. Well, I'm going to hold off on attacking you in favor of attacking this one. And you can come over here. Come on over here, everybody. Come closer. This bat's going to interrupt me. There we go. That's all I wanted, just to get a quick spin attack on the last two. But yeah, in terms of like portals and whatnot, this we're now getting to the point where like 5 enemies per portal is commonplace. Could you don't? I'm asking kindly for a friend. Anyway, go ahead and latch on to the thing, go up this. Again, I said embodiment of Din. I don't know if this is supposed to be like a deity of the Twilight, or if this is supposed to be Din. I feel, it just looks like it's Din. Anyway, get dumped off here and spin. Spin to unlock things. Man, who would have thought? Legend of Zelda finally went steampunk, and this is the result. Are we... Oh no, I like that tower. Yeah, that tower, by the way, is just gone for the rest of the game. And also, this is the reason why I kind of wanted to cut things off when I did for the boss fight, because this is a major story point that would have dragged on the episode quite long if I didn't cut it. I'm giving reasons that I shouldn't need to. I am, because I like to be honest with you guys. Midna, something tells me that's broken. Whomst. I don't think she's happy. Well, Midna, would you like to fill me in? Because, I mean, I have no idea. Ah, funny cloud man. A dark entity lurks in the twilight. It houses an evil power. You who are guided by fate, you who possess the crest of the goddesses, hear us. At the command of the goddesses, we sages have guarded the Mirror of Twilight since ancient times. You seek it, but the Mirror of Twilight has been fragmented by mighty magic. That magic is a dark power that only he possesses. His name is... Ganondorf. I'm gonna forget the pitch tone up every single one of these sages. These are sages, by the way. He was the leader of a band of thieves who invaded Hyrule in the hopes of establishing dominion over the royal family. I hope I read that line right, because it flew off screen quick. He was known as a demon thief, an evil magic wielder renowned for his ruthlessness. But he was blind. In all of his fury and might, he was blind to any danger, and thus was he exposed to something. Yet. By some divine prank, he too had been blessed with the chosen power of the gods. Well, I mean, he is Ganondorf, the one who is destined to have the Triforce of Power, unfortunately. And he likes to abuse that power, too. So something they'll probably state again, but because of his terrible power, they banished him to the land of Twilight to try and keep Hyrule safe. Man, your friend just got side beat into oblivion. How does that make you feel? His abiding hatred and lust for power turned to purest malice. Perhaps that evil power has been passed on to Zant.
You're just now figuring out where Zant got his power? It's far too late.
Only the true leader of the Twilight can utterly destroy the Mirror of Twilight, so Zant could merely break it into pieces. Once broken by magic, the Mirror of Twilight became fragments, which even now lie hidden across the land of Hyrule. One is in the snowy mountain heights.
One is in the ancient grove.
And one is in the heavens. Okay. You have been sent by the goddesses. You should be able to gather the three pieces. But you must be prepared, for a dangerous power resides in those fragments. So, what kind of dangerous power? And with that, we're set off on our next objective, which is actually to head off to Telma's bar. Now, before I do that, now that we have the spinner, there are two things I can think of right now off the top of my head that we can do with the spinner. And not much else. Yeah. So I'm going to take a minute, and we're going to warp to two close by places. There's basically a pass here on the west side of Hyrule that has some spinner tracks, and also south of Hyrule, which has some spinner tracks and a thing. So I'm going to do a little bit of that before I end things off here today. I'll meet you at the pass I'm talking about. Alright, so it is only kind of a mini-map to work off of, but this is basically one of two places you can use your spinner at. On the overworld field, and then we'll get to the other one just south of Hyrule in a little bit. But somewhere along this path there will be spinner tracks. And I believe with this we can get access to there's no bugs involved in this. And kind of like I mentioned before, there is only one bug left, and at that point, we won't get it. And at this point, we can't get it till, I believe, like I said, the second to last dungeon in the game. But are these the spinner tracks on the wall here? Yes, they are. Hi, how's it going? I'm just gonna spin my way. I think I'm going the wrong way for this, potentially. Yes, I am. So I guess it should have come from the north side. So from the north side it is. So let's go this way. And I believe we let the thing do what it wants. I think for the most part we let the game kind of do how it wants, but here at this part we want to just press the button you have assigned for the spinner to jump off of things, let it do its thing here. And I believe your reward for doing this here is a piece of heart? Yes, it is. Wow, I remember what this was. I'm amazing at this game. Anyway, and as I said, the other one is south of Hyrule, so I have to go through Hyrule Castletown and get through that. But also, we have another thing to pick up in that area, so once again, I'll see where we need to be. Unless this guy wants to pop in and say hi. Could you don't?
Greetings, Mr. Link. I have come to deliver a letter. It is a letter from Barnes.
Could you not?
Well, my business concluded. Onward to mail.
Bro, get some better shorts, please, for everyone's sanity. Alright, Barnes, what you got running? Rare item in stock. Still a bomb too? Still having bombs? Well, I've got some interesting bombs in, so come by and say hi. Wait till you see what these babies can do. I think he's actually talking about... We can confirm later on, but I'm pretty sure he's talking about the walking bombs, which I haven't shown off, but we will show off in due time. Anyway, I'll meet you just outside of the south exit of Hyrule Castletown. So, here is the location in question. Oh, there's a Poe out here. Well, I guess I gotta get it, which, by the way, if I haven't mentioned before, I'm going to mention it now that, yes, I have definitely missed several Poes at this point. There's no denying this. There's no denying the fact that I've missed several Poes, and I will work on that in the future. But right now I'm just gathering what I do happen across, and then I will make an actual collection. I'll make like an actual collection attempt for the rest of the Poe souls when we get to that point. Anyway, I believe up here we can... Yes, that's what I'm looking for. So there are a couple things we can do here now that we have the spinner. For one, there we go. I don't know why why aiming higher worked better. Oh right, this, dang it. There. I'm not sure why it's the top of it. Oh, this is okay. So we can double up on what we do here. So this little maneuver we're doing here. Be prepared to do this a little. Be prepared to do this quite a bit once we get to another dungeon later on. Oh god. Be prepared to do maneuvers like this as we go along. But we're gonna need to... Link, why didn't you grab? There we go. That's what I've been trying to do this whole time. So it's gonna take a while, but yeah, just go ahead and... Just go ahead and slide your way across, Link. Take your time. Okay, so this maneuver I'm doing is not exactly what we'll be doing in coming times, because this one does take a while immediately, but this whole shuffle of things that we're going to do between wolf and human is going to become a lot more frequent once we get to a future area. Now let's see, let me just get over to this rope. Oh hey, we do need to talk to that Goron. That was the other thing I was planning on doing. Here. Well, one of the three things. Ah, it's 100 rupees. I thought it was a piece of heart up here. So, the other thing I was thinking about is... Okay, dangerous maneuver. Probably won't work. I don't believe it worked. Jump! Get off. This railing up here is what you're aiming for. So, hook shot up there. And come along this railing and jump about the middle points to land here. And in doing so, you get access to this. Now, I'm pretty sure in the original game, this is like 50 rupees. Here, it's a stamp. When Zelda finds out about wrong things on her on the internet. Listen, you and me both know they're out there. as terrible a discussion point as that is. And again, last thing we can do, last thing I want to do before anything's off is talk to this Goron, because he finished the mountain pass. Or I guess the pathway. Hey, look, brother! The way is now clear, just as I promised. I do not know where you are headed, but be careful. Okay. Somewhere in my brain wants to say that going down this pass, yes, it gets you back to Orden Field, but somewhere in my head it wants to say, hey, if you go down this way, you get a piece of heart. Nope, you just get a shortcut back to Orden Field. Was this necessary? Not at all in the slightest, but we did it anyway. Anyway, everyone, I do thank you all so much for watching this episode of Twilight Princess, and I hope you'll come back again when we'll actually be at Telma's bar and proceeding on with story plot points. There's really not a lot in between this time around, actually. We don't get a lot of opportunity for messing around in between dungeons until we get one specific item. Anyway, I'll see you folks later. Take care.